Welcome to Fast Casual Trends TV, where we cover some of the most exciting innovations in the hottest restaurant segment in the business. In each episode, we talk with innovators and executives about how fast casual is changing the restaurant business. You're going to learn more right here on Fast Casual Trends TV. Welcome to another episode of Fast Casual Trends TV here in Chicago at the National Restaurant Association show, and also partnered with Technomic on the event right here of Fast Casual Trends and Directions. We're of course getting a chance to pick the brains of great minds in the fast casual space, and of course Matt Hood from Habit Burger, you are our next subject. This has been a great series and episodes for the show, so thanks for stopping in.
My pleasure. I've been following what you guys have been doing online, and excited to be here.
Yeah. So Matt, Better Burger is kind of the buzz of the fast casual space. Shake Shack, yourself, you guys both going IPO. Let's talk a little bit about the journey of Better Burger, because it wasn't necessarily the first mover in fast casual. It took a little while before the Better Burger, in Five Guys, that kind of positioned the space in place. Your thoughts on kind of where this is happening with all this newfound energy? What's happening for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's really the confluence of a lot of factors, right? You've got a category like burgers, which is so universal, so well loved. And then you've got fast casual, which has been so disruptive to both the QSR segment and then the casual dining segment.
Right.
And so I think as you see more and more consumers trading into fast casual, the Better Burger segment was perfectly positioned. And if you think about where QSR has really had a foothold and was really the foundation for burgers in America, that has now migrated up sort of the food chain of quality. You're seeing it on the high end, and now fast casual, I think, is really seeing a lot of energy in that space, and players who have been in the space for a long time, like the Five Guys, like ourselves, that started in 1969. We're seeing the benefit of that, just all of those factors coming together and being really disruptive to the industry.
I don't think a lot of people know the history behind a lot of the burger concepts that are building and developing. You guys, of course, I remember when I was in Los Angeles, I was doing projects for Starbucks in the mid-90s and went to my first Habit Burger in Newbury Park, California.
Yep.
And discovered it for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is like nothing I've ever had before. With that kind of history behind you, and now you guys finally at a point where you're going public and you're really accelerated growth, I mean, what do you see as the future of the burger category? Because this is kind of the love affair in terms of food for consumers.
I think the consumer is finding exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for a better quality option, and they're looking for it with not only the affordability that they like, but the convenience, and fast casual certainly hits that in the sweet spot. But I think you're also seeing some of the other winning brands, the Habit Burger included, putting a little extra emphasis in the culture, putting a little extra emphasis in the facility, putting a little extra emphasis, in our case, in variety, so that it can be not only about the Better Burger, but we have an expression we like to say, better burgers are just the beginning.
Drive-through, what's the percentage breakdown of you guys now with drive-through and non-drive-through?
We have our 115 restaurants. We only have 4 that have a drive-through today.
Only 4?
Only 4.
So still mostly in line?
Mostly in line,
amazing.
Mostly in-cap positions. But what we have found with the drive-thrus is it's really playing again off of that consumer demand for convenience. And so we're building them in such a way that we still deliver a great, very crafted experience inside the restaurant. But for those that want faster and convenient experience, the drive-thru has been fantastic for us.
It's intriguing to me because I think you guys are hitting it on the head of, is there enough demand for that kind of function with consumers? And if it is, can you still deliver the brand promise? Because that's usually the biggest challenge.
It is, and I think what we always try to find is that healthy balance between, let's make sure it stays the habit.
Right, yeah.
And if we can do that, if we can deliver quality first, speed second, really great food and a great experience, that's what we want to take care of. And if we can also deliver that with a drive-through component that expands the brand to more people, we'll do that. And so finding those sites become a little bit more challenging
Yep.
because we have to find just the right site and just the right space. But we'll continue to add them.
So here we are in a nation of burgers. You know, McDonald's kind of set the tone. Fast casual now is at full stride. I feel like
Sure.
we have a good amount of good concepts that are really growing in the space. And obviously beef is on the forefront of the
Sure.
menu in most of these aspects. What are your thoughts on alternative proteins of the future? Because obviously the big concern with most people is can we continue to produce
Sure.
beef at this pace?
Yeah, one of the nice things about the Habit is it has always had a broader menu, and I think that's probably even what led to the original name. Is
Yeah.
you can make it a habit because you can get a burger 2 days of the week, and you can get a salad or a sandwich some of the other days of the week. And so for us, certainly we're feeling beef prices like everybody.
Yeah.
But we've had the benefit of having a broader assortment on the menu with chicken, the albacore tuna I mentioned, tri-tip steak. We also have a veggie patty. So we have a little bit of diversity. About 60% of our sales come from burgers, about 40% from, 25% from sandwiches, about 15% from salads. And so we've been able to use that variety to our advantage, and our guests see beef prices at the grocery store going up, and so they realize that they may end up paying more, not just at our restaurant, but restaurants in general.
Your thoughts on how these emerging engineered products are coming out? A couple companies like Biddy Foods, which is doing a cricket flour for a replacement of protein powders and protein fibers, and we're seeing a lot of movement, even the fake burger now. Do you think that has a future?
I think as consumers, we're always looking to explore new ideas, new tastes, new flavors. So I don't want to say that it doesn't have a future, but I think the sweet spot of dining out is always going to be what is in the middle of the fairway,
Right.
sort of as an expression,
Right.
right? So what is it that is really true to the American palate? And so that's why you're always going to see, pizza
Yeah.
be strong. Burgers, I think, as many people are coming into the category, I think that the burger segment has plenty of room for lots
huge.
of players. And so while I think that there will always be, and I think more than ever now, innovative new flavors, innovative new ingredients, innovative new combinations of taste profiles that may not necessarily seem to go together. At the end of the day, the biggest piece of the pie is going to be the middle of the fairway, or what
Right.
the consumer is most familiar with.
Absolutely. Moving into that, our last question is talking about trends. What's the Habit look like in 5 years? A better burger business 5 years from today?
I think it looks fundamentally the same at its core, but I think what may happen around the edges is, like we just talked about actually, some of these innovative flavors that the consumer has adopted become a part of that common experience.
Okay.
An example would be a few years ago we introduced a complimentary pepper bar. And at the time, it was fairly innovative and really unique. And now we're talking about, should we add different types of peppers to that to meet the new and changing, evolving taste? And I think the same will be true with regard to the core of the menu. It'll stay roughly the same, but around the edges you might see some of these new flavor innovations, new textures, new ingredients that really continue to elevate the brand or continue to evolve the brand as our consumer evolves.
Matt, it's been great having you here on Fast Casual Trends TV. Great, and thanks so much for stopping in today.
My absolute pleasure.